In our previous video, we talked about party split and whether the Republican Party is starting to fracture under Donald Trump. But today, we're asking a much more direct and uncomfortable question. Can Republicans actually remove Trump, or is that idea mostly political fantasy? Today, we're breaking it all down, not with opinions, but with numbers. What if Republicans wanted Trump gone, but simply didn't have the votes? What if the math makes removal almost impossible? How many Republicans would actually have to turn against him? And if they tried, could it tear the party apart? By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why removing Trump is so difficult and what the numbers really say. First, we need to define something clearly. When people say remove Trump, they often mix together very different ideas. This isn't like firing a CEO. There are only a few ways Trump could be politically removed: impeachment and conviction in the Senate, disqualification through constitutional mechanisms, losing party support to the point he becomes irrelevant. Today, we're focusing on the one people talk about the most: impeachment and removal. And this is where the math becomes brutal. If Trump were impeached again, the Senate would decide his fate. The U.S. Senate has 100 members. To convict and remove a president, you need a 2/3 majority. That means 67 votes. Now stop and think about that number. 67 senators would have to agree, publicly, to remove the most polarizing figure in modern politics. That alone tells you how high the bar really is. Let's do the math. Even if every Democrat voted to remove Trump, Republicans would still be required. A significant number of them. We're not talking about 1 or 2 senators. We're talking about dozens. And that's where theory collides with political reality. Because crossing Trump doesn't just mean voting differently. It means risking your career. Let's talk consequences. We've already seen what happens to Republicans who openly oppose Trump. Primary challenges: loss of donor support, media backlash, voter anger. Every senator knows this. So the question becomes, how many are willing to pay that price? Historically, the answer has been very few. Some people argue the House is the key. Yes, the House can impeach, but impeachment without Senate conviction is a political statement, not removal. We've already seen this twice. Trump was impeached and then survived. That history shapes behavior. Many Republicans believe impeachment alone actually strengthens him. Here's the number that never shows up in Senate tallies. Trump's base. Millions of voters remain deeply loyal. As long as that base exists, Republican lawmakers are constrained. You can't remove a leader whose supporters control primaries. That's the math most discussions ignore. So are the numbers locked forever? Not necessarily. Numbers change when incentives change. Major electoral losses. Legal outcomes reshaping perception. Donor networks pulling back. Voter fatigue. But those changes take time and uncertainty. Right now, the numbers still favor Trump. This leads to a critical realization. Republicans may not be able to remove Trump, but they might try to outgrow him. That's not dramatic. It's quiet. No votes, no headlines. Just shifting attention elsewhere. And historically, that's how power really fades. So can Republicans really remove Trump? According to the numbers, it's extraordinarily unlikely. The Senate threshold is too high. The political cost is too steep. And the base is still too strong. The math doesn't lie. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Republicans could ever remove Trump? Or do the numbers make that impossible? What's your opinion? Tell us in the comments below.